Formula One has been subjected to a big evolutionary process throughout its 7-decade-long history, as it's had to adjust with the latest technology available in the automobile industry to provide the best experience to its fans. So the sport has come through V12, V10, V8 and V6 eras up to this date, and is ready for another remarkable transformation after the scheduled 2026 regulation update. This is the first time that the sport is going to move totally out of the fossil fuels that used to power their cars over decades. This is going to be a really interesting turning point of the sport, and we are going to discuss it in detail. But before we proceed, hit the subscribe button and smash the bell icon for more exciting updates. If they are going to stop fossil fuel usage, what will they use to power their Formula One challengers? Are they going to fully electrify their cars? This time, they are going to depend totally on fully sustainable synthetic fuels which are made from plant sources, offering a full carbon neutrality to the sport. There is no change of the burning mechanism, and the only difference is the origin of the fuel. This is part of the net zero carbon emission plans of the FIA, which is going to be achieved by 2030. The new engine configuration will be a hybrid one, the same as the current 1.6-litre turbo hybrid engine, but with considerable changes to its elements. MGU-K and MGU-H elements in the current engine configuration have only an energy regeneration capacity of 120 kilowatts. But in the new engine, the thermal energy recovery system, which is known as MGU-H, will be totally reduced with the aim of cost reduction. However, the MGU-K component will be upgraded to something with an energy regeneration capacity of around 350 kilowatts. That means the new kinetic motor generator can collect the energy wasted as braking energy with a triple efficiency. These changes allow the 2026 Formula One Challenger to run more on electric power without any change of horsepower. Generally, modern Formula One engines come with a horsepower of around 1000, and the new engines also reliably provide that amount of output without any issue. V8 F1 engines used last time in 2013 consumed about 160 kilograms of fuel per race, but it was reduced to 100 kilograms with the introduction of the current turbo hybrid engines. Now the plan is to reduce that amount further to 70 kilograms with the changes that are going to be introduced by 2026 with the support of more enhanced hybrid engines. Louder engine noise was a unique identity of Formula One over decades, but with the introduction of turbo hybrid engines, Formula One lost that identity, and true F1 fans demanded the louder noise back in the sport again. However, it didn't happen all over the turbo hybrid era, which began in 2014. Despite these new engines using more electric power, they have the ability to produce a larger noise again with the removal of the MGU-H component. In a recent interview, F1 boss Stefano Domenicali confirmed the presence of louder noise in new Formula One engines. Stefano said, "The intention is to make sure in the new regulation the engine noise itself will be higher, because that's part of our emotion. It is really what our fans want to hear, and that's the duty for us to commit to that. We need to have a different sound. It's music for my ears. It's true that we had the 12 cylinders. It was a different frequency, very loud, and then 10, 8, 6. It's not again down," he added further. Even though we talked about the positive side of removing the MGU-H component from the 2026 engines, it causes a considerable effect on the handling of the car, as drivers may experience a turbo lag, especially on the corner exits. Other than that, drivers as well as race engineers will also face a critical problem in deciding where to use the turbo power. Since the start of the last decade, Formula One seems to be having a more environmentally friendly approach, and they are coming with more attractive solutions to make the sport greener and a more environment-friendly one. Other than the use of synthetic fuels, Formula One management has made it mandatory for the recycling of the batteries, MGU-H components, and other cobalt-containing materials inside the Challengers to reduce the effect on nature from mining. through the recycling and reusing of materials currently available on the Earth's surface as much as possible, it reduces the necessity of bringing new materials from the Earth's interior. The theoretical reason behind the use of synthetic fuels is also similar to this. When we use the synthetic fuels produced by plants, we directly use the carbon available in the present carbon cycle. But if we use fossil fuels, that will add newer carbon to the existing carbon cycle from an external source. So this is avoided with synthetic fuels, allowing the opportunity to bring 100% carbon neutrality to the sport. With all these changes, Formula 1 is ready for an entirely new chapter from 2026, and most likely, we can expect a totally different level of competition as all the teams get equal levels of opportunities to develop entirely new engines from zero. According to the current reports, reputed automobile brands such as Ford, Cadillac, Audi, and Honda will participate as engine suppliers, in addition to the existing power unit suppliers like Ferrari, Mercedes, Red Bull Powertrains, and Renault. We can anticipate 2 additional teams competing in the championship starting 2026, with a thrilling 24-car race. What do you think about the removal of the MGU-H component from the 2026 engines? Share your thoughts in the comment section below. Thank you so much for watching the video. If you enjoyed the video, subscribe to the channel to get more exciting Formula 1 news. See you in the next video, guys. Goodbye.